I, 28M, caught my fiancé, 27F, cheating on me. We have 2 young kids. The holidays were great, at least for me. We had a good start to 2024. I went out with friends after a hockey tournament first weekend of Jan. 6th. And she went out last Friday. 12th. With colleagues, who she is starting to see as friends. She came home Saturday early morning and it started off to be a good weekend with us and the kids. 2. And 5. I work mostly nights to accommodate childcares for the youngest and to take my oldest to school. Once she is home, I go to work on my scheduled days. I do a lot around the house for her and the kids. The oldest I have raised since he's 17 months. She has sole custody of him. And the other is biologically mine. Monday night, my life changed for the worst. So it seems she had some sort of a snap, and said she wasn't feeling happy anymore and needed time to figure out herself. Looking into a therapist and figuring out her thoughts. I was ready to give her the time and space she needed. Reached out to couples therapy, as it was something she brought up during a more calm chat Monday night. Tuesday, she started new anxiety and depression medication, stating she has been having anxiety attacks at work thinking about our relationship and how she feels while at work. This is all related to me once I ask her why she had left her engagement ring. She never took it off when she went to work. We have another conversation that night after how she feels and what the next steps are. At least I tried. It was like talking to a wall. We weren't getting anywhere. We have had communication problems in the past, nothing ever this bad. That warrants what is to come. We always seem to work though it in love again. Wednesday. She leaves the ring again. She states that wearing it is added pressure for her as she does not know what she wants. She does not want to wear it until she's figured herself out. We have another conversation that night. Seemed to go a little better. But again, she wasn't invested in the conversation. These are the conversations she's always wanted with me, opening up, and addressing my feelings. Yet it didn't seem like she was invested. Thursday rolls around and again, her ring is left at home. We don't talk for much of the day. However, I still have hope we can get through this. I've reached out to a couple therapist, looked at the benefits coverage. I am ready when she is to take this serious and break through this slump. That night she doesn't give me much. She goes to bed early, shortly after the kids. Friday morning, I don't hear from her in the morning yet again. And her ring is back in the original box. I don't know what to think. I start off my morning with getting the kids ready. Like any other morning. Once my oldest is at school, I come and open my computer to search the web and look deeply into if what is going on is normal. Suddenly I see her messages come up one by one on my computer. She has been heavily sexting a coworker who I've questioned just recently. I have been cheated on in the past and have a hard time trusted. Which I trusted her to this point. These texts were nothing like I've read before. I could not imagine this was her texting these things while I'm at home with the kids. And she was going through this hard time, finding herself. I went deeper into reading every message. She said nothing they have been doing will affect her at life more than it is affected now. Turns out she had been blowing him on lunch break, going out for lunch together. And Thursday they finally slept together. Now scheduling a night out for next weekend where I am off and will be home with the kids. My stomach was aching and I didn't know what to thjnk. He is younger than her. Does not look like a guy ready to care for her as well as 2 children under the age of 6 with 2 different dads. I'm not sure what led her to this. When I approached the situation, she said he expressed his feelings for her at a lunch. And things escalated from there. When I tried to talk about it further, she had a hard time admitting what she'd done, and still has yet to apologize. She is saying this isn't the problem and it is the next steps with the kids while she deals with what she is going through. As well as we need to talk more about it, even though I have been trying my best the past 3 days. She is claiming she did not think this through and went to bed early while I was at work. Still trying to talk about everything. I've asked if she is ready to break this thing off with the guy. And she hasn't answered that. She wants to keep living together. Sharing same bedroom. I just don't think I can get over this. We had everything we ever wanted and were set to get married in 8 months. Everything in me says to try and make it work with counseling. My closest friends and parents tell me to leave her and split assets and figure out custody. I can't imagine anything less than full-time and raising these kids like I have been. Am I crazy to think I can somehow make this work while she still works with the guy? Financially, I have a place to go. She does not. She stated before I claimed she was cheating that she didn't see anything serious with this guy. Nor is he ready to deal with kids. She says we will talk about it today when I am home. I am torn what is best for me and the kids. I couldn't imagine being away from them. Has anyone dealt with similar situation? Am I crazy to stay for the kids and try to make her desire me again when she said she doesn't feel that passion with me? Clearly she did for this guy. How could I trust her with going out again when I'm not there? Or going to work in the same building as this guy? Does this type of ever work out? She always told me she would leave before she cheated and I crazy thinking she wouldn't. But it happened. She is the love of my life. I am so torn and heartbroken. She is trying to spin it on me. As I pushed her to feel this way. I never thought she would end up cheating on me, reaching out to my fellow Redditors for some sort of advice. Thanks. Sorry for the long post. This is not the person you want to marry. You don't want to be with someone who's dishonest and unfaithful. If that ever happened to your kids when they're older, you would tell them to leave too. I'm sorry this happened to you. You do not deserve this. Get rid of her. She lies. Doesn't respect you or the family. Look after yourself and the kids. She can leave for her new BF. Get tested for STDs. 2. See a lawyer. Document everything. And have some self-respect. The gaslighting has started. It won't end well. It's still fresh and new for you. I'm sure she's been doing this for a while and didn't snap. But just hid it well from you. So it's going to take time to really put your thoughts together properly and come to terms with the fact that you've lost a relationship that you didn't think had any issues. Please don't make any decisions like entertaining the idea that you could make this work with her. She's cheated. Obviously has more going on than you need to deal with and made her own decisions. The relationship is over and you need to start making positive moves for yourself going forward. This is not your fault. So do not allow her to put that on you. It's not about desire. She's unhappy in life and trying to find anything to take her mind off that. It's not about really passion or love. It's something deeper that she's probably dealing with, and until she figures that out, she'll hop around to other men looking for it. I hope you're able to process this and know that you deserve better so you can move on with someone that is ready to be in a committed relationship. Dude, have some self-respect and leave. She is blowing her colleague at lunchtime and you want to make it work with her and kiss that same mouth? Is that what you want to marry? She doesn't even want you, so don't give her honor of being called love of your life. She doesn't want you and you are being used for financial security and childcare. Cut your losses and sort out custody for your child. Don't make things easier for her, as seems like you were used to help raise her first child till someone she was actually into came along. You know, type like her will come back once the younger fun guy gets bored of her and doesn't want anything serious, especially dealing with kids, and she'll realize she ruined things with a good guy. Leave and don't beg for a cheater to love you and be with you. She's ruining things for herself and her kids. My friend. She was sucking some guy's dick at work, then coming home and giving you a big kiss. Have some self-respect and leave her, then sit and watch whilst her life falls apart in front of you. Dude, leave her and ask for a DNA test on the kids. I wouldn't trust her to tell me the sky is blue. I would still check myself. She made a conscious decision to cheat on you with her coworker. Walk away. She only sees you as free childcare to be able to work and screw AP. See how long the relationship lasts. She already told you he's not ready for kids. She's not even sorry. She won't apologize or break it off. She is using you for financial support and childcare. You are worth more than this. Did not stay in a relationship just for the children. While the children are very young, they're going to pick up on the tension in the home, the animosity that's going to arise, the resentments, and any fights that you two end up having. Staying in a relationship just for the children causes the children more harm in the long run. So do not do that. If you can no longer trust her, if you can't believe anything that she says, or the fact that she is stonewalling you while she's out sexting and screwing a coworker, is not a good relationship for you either. If you don't have some kind of legal custody, child support arrangement already in place, I suggest you do that. And not a verbal agreement but a written one. Get yourself a new place. And get the hell out of that relationship and that home. Do not set yourself on fire to keep a cheating, hopefully soon to be ex-fiancé warm. It's not your problem if she can't support herself. She chose to step out on you. You don't need to take care of her in any way from this moment on. The only people that you're responsible for are yourself and your child. Not even her eldest child unless you have legal custody of that child or have adopted them. There's nothing to save here. You have 50+ years ahead of your life and don't make the mistake thinking she's the one. Luckily you're not married. Talk to other women. Good luck, man. Dude, leave the marriage. She has betrayed you horribly. A dude nutted all in her mouth and she lied about it every step of the way. Let it go. It's likely only gonna get worse. I know it's probably not an easy thing to do. And hurts. But it's what's best for ya. You shouldn't stay for the kids. You should leave for the sake of the kids. If you're going to try and make this work, you're only going to invite a lifetime of misery into your life by staying. You're the common nice guy that got his heart stumped after giving her everything she could have asked for. You should immediately leave her. Do a DNA test to see if your kid is yours. And hire a lawyer to help you set up a custody arrangement for your kid, assuming she is yours. If you don't, all of the future heartache you and your kid receive from here on out is on you. Mate, look at yourself. How can you even sit in the same room as, or have a conversation with, someone who did that to do? She won't care about you until you leave her. And don't look back. Don't be a doormat. She is sucking a guy off on her lunch break while you are home taking care of kids. She wants to string your ass along until she knows what this other cat is doing. If he jumps in, she will be gone. If he bails, she comes back to her nice soft landing spot and claims she loved you all along. Until the next one comes along and she can suck him off at lunch. Take the engagement ring back before she hides it to sell. End the relationship and talk to a lawyer ASAP about custody. Especially since you're the person who can afford to house your children. If you marry this person, you bind yourself to her financially, too. And at this point that is clearly a bad decision. See a therapist to explore why you would even consider staying with someone who has done this to you. She blew a guy and slept with him. Walk away, man, grow a pair. You should not make this relationship work. Break up. Co-parent. Put your life back together. It's over. She cheated, tried to blame you, and will continue to cheat. The child may not even be yours. Get an STI test and a paternity test and a lawyer. You deserve better. I've asked if she is ready to break this thing off with the guy. And she hasn't answered that. Am I crazy to think I can somehow make this work while she still works with the guy? Yes. How do you think it's reasonable to believe that it's possible to make things work when she's not ready to even think about breaking up with guy? I'm not sure what led her to this. When I approached the situation, she said he expressed his feelings for her at a lunch. And things escalated from there. People have crazy excuses for cheating, but this is funniest that I read lately. He expressed his feelings and things just escalated? So everyone who expressed sexual, romantic feelings for her can expect BJ at least. Am I crazy to stay for the kids and try to make her desire me again when she said she doesn't feel that passion with me? Clearly she did for this guy. And how do you plan to make her desire you again? You sound very naive. I'll not say anything more on that as I will sound very harsh and bitter. This is recurrent theme with cheated partners. To try to make relationship work by doing all work by themselves and staying for sake of kids. It makes me sad that people believe that they can do all work in relationship and they're cheating. Partner will suddenly realize how good partner they have and will stay with them. Check other subreddits like r support for betrayed and r surviving infidelity. I think you will find better answers and support there. I'm really sorry, blew it. I know that is completely devastating. You deserve to be loved and appreciated at all times. Though, not every woman is a cheater. It would kill me to lie to my BF about even the most insignificant thing. I've never cheated on anyone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.